Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, why is it so difficult to truly understand another human being? Every day we pass by countless faces wearing smiles, friendliness, and what seems like a flawless appearance. But behind that carefully worn mask, who is really there? Is it sincerity or simply a performance? In a world where image is polished more than inner depth, many people learn to become a version that is easy to accept, but far removed from who they truly are. Yet, there is something worth reflecting on. You don't need to be a psychoanalyst to sense what is real and what is not, because there are small, yet deeply subtle signs that can reveal a person's entire truth. These signs are not complicated. They carry no mystical aura. They show up in the most ordinary moments. We just rarely pay attention. Imagine if you could see what's really happening behind someone's eyes, beyond their polite words. If you could perceive the truth behind what is being presented, not only would you understand others more deeply, but you would also know who truly deserves a place in your life. In this video, we'll explore two foundational, yet often overlooked signs that help you see through to a person's essence. Once you grasp this, the way you perceive others and yourself will never be the same. And if you feel ready to walk this path, the path of awareness, awakening, and deeper connection with life, be sure to subscribe to Mind and Meaning, because understanding others ultimately is a doorway that leads back to yourself. Now let's begin. 1. How a person treats those who cannot give anything in return. One of the clearest reflections of a person's true nature does not lie in how they treat those with status, but in how they behave toward those who have nothing to offer them. Pause for a moment and observe how someone speaks to a waiter, their attitude toward a modest street vendor, or their reaction when seeing a stranger in need. These are not random moments. They are instances when the mask often slips away. A person with genuine empathy does not discriminate based on status, power, or benefit. They treat everyone, from the CEO to the janitor, with the same respect. In contrast, someone who is only polite to those who can offer them something often reveals a deeper insecurity, an obsession with proving their worth by belittling others. Kindness doesn't require you to be a hero. It only asks that you choose, in each small moment, to bring warmth into the world, even when no one is watching. Small gestures, like a sincere thank you or a genuine look in the eye, can speak louder than flowery words. According to social psychology, the way someone treats those they consider unimportant is often the most honest portrait of who they are. Because in those interactions, they are not trying to impress. They are simply being themselves. If you want to truly understand someone, observe how they treat the driver, the receptionist, the delivery person. Are they gentle, courteous, and sincere? Or are they irritable, dismissive, even demeaning? These seemingly trivial details can expose what lies deep within, either compassion or an empty insecurity masked by arrogance. Psychology has shown that the desire to assert power over the vulnerable is often a symptom of low self-esteem. And this doesn't only harm personal relationships, it's a red flag in professional and social environments as well. Pay attention. When someone encounters something frustrating, like an incorrect meal order or a long wait, how do they respond? An emotionally mature person remains calm and understanding because they know that anger is not the answer to everything. And if you truly want to sharpen your discernment, ask yourself, does this person respect those who assist them? Do they say thank you? Do they make others feel valued, even if only for a brief moment? These seemingly simple questions can open a deeper window into the soul of the person before you. And then, don't forget to look inward. Have you ever, even unintentionally, dismissed someone just because they had nothing to offer you? Your honest answer to that question is the foundation of genuine personal growth. Because in the end, how a person treats those who cannot reciprocate is one of the most enduring and profound measures of character. No grand words or lofty titles needed. It is silent kindness that most clearly reveals who we truly are. 2. The psychological value of keeping promises. Keeping one's word. At first glance, it may seem like a mere social courtesy, but in reality, it is a mirror reflecting the depth of a person's moral integrity. In this ever-changing world, where words are easily swept away by fleeting emotions, a promise fulfilled to the end is the purest expression of honesty. From a psychological perspective, keeping a promise is not merely about honoring a commitment. It is an act of nurturing trust. When someone makes a commitment and follows through, they silently affirm to others, "I respect you, and I also respect my own word." Conversely, breaking a promise can leave cracks in relationships and even damage one's self-image. Albert Bandura, the renowned psychologist known for social learning theory, emphasized that our behavior shapes not only how others see us, but also directly influences our internal identity. A person who keeps their word even when inconvenient demonstrates loyalty not just to others, but to their own personal values. The true value does not lie in the size of the promise, but in the sincerity and commitment behind the action. A punctual meeting, a small promise kept, these are all signs that the person has firm roots in their character. Observe, do they arrive on time, remain consistent, and fulfill what they say? These small behaviors quietly paint the portrait of a trustworthy individual. The real measure of integrity is not shown in easy times, but reveals itself most clearly when faced with challenges. Will they keep their promise, even if it costs them some comfort? Or will they easily make excuses to turn away from what they committed to? An honest person will find a way. An untrustworthy person will find a reason. Moreover, when a promise must be broken, how someone handles it reveals another important quality: emotional maturity. According to researcher Brené Brown, openly admitting mistakes and taking responsibility is not only an act of courage but also a demonstration of respect for oneself and others. Conversely, those who blame, avoid, or dismiss their promises often show a lack of appreciation for both character and relationships. Another subtle sign to observe is how they make promises. Some frequently overpromise, not out of kindness, but because of a lack of awareness of their limits, or because they treat promises as social tools. A trustworthy person does not promise carelessly. They think carefully, measure realistically, and only say what they know they can do, then quietly fulfill it. When we evaluate others, it is also a time to look inward. Do we keep promises to others and to ourselves? When making a new habit or a commitment to ourselves, do we persist until the end? Because keeping promises to oneself is the first foundation for building dignity, and it is that dignity that creates true inner attraction. Ultimately, keeping one's word is not a sign of perfection, but a proof of consistency. A person who keeps promises, even in small matters, is building a reliable foundation for their life. For it is precisely these commitments, fulfilled little by little, that become the steady heartbeat of all relationships and of genuine personal growth. I hope that the insights shared in today's video have offered you not only knowledge, but also moments of quiet reflection to deepen your understanding of life's journey and inner growth. If you find these ideas valuable, please don't hesitate to share them with your loved ones, because sometimes a short video can plant the seed for profound transformation. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mind and Meaning channel so we can continue walking together on the path of exploring wisdom, spiritual depth, and the true nature of humanity. Thank you for being here in this moment. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video, where we will once again listen, reflect, and grow bit by bit.